going to be a Buffalo Bills.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
To be fair, as many years as I've known you, I've never heard you say it that way. So,
Deep
one
and guttural.
deep and guttural. But that's okay. Like people here in, the great state of Dallas always say, "We dim boys," and
Yeah.
like nobody really walks
We're the
really
boys.
the way they played last night were like boys. I need him to play like we dim men,
Yeah.
Um, to be fair, because you probably weren't watching the Cowboys in Detroit
No, I
game,
wasn't.
we did not perform. We did what we do, and we drag you on for this emotional journey. We love bomb you a little bit, and then we pull back and we retreat, and we just keep you on your toes
I
every
think that's
season,
all.
all
I
season.
mean, you say that about Dallas. I mean, that's the story of Buffalo, you know? That's it.
It's the story.
That's the story.
I know this
If
is
you,
a good
if
one for
you,
you. So I know that you suggested this show.
I did. Well, because we were
But
going to do Christmas movies, and I was like, well, here's the perfect one.
here's the perfect
Does the
one.
perfect Hallmark movie exist? Yes.
I will
And it's
say,
this.
I, in anticipation of this recording, ordered a Buffalo Bills shirt
Good
so
for
that I
you.
could wear it for the recording. And much like the Buffalo Bills can be disappointing, so is Amazon because they have
Yeah.
moved this shirt to no less than 5 different locations within the DFW airport. And it is saying it is out for delivery, which means it could show up on the door at any given moment. Pause. Your rustling is
I'm
making
sorry, my hair is a mess. You know what I did?
get it fixed, and then we'll
Well,
keep going. I'll edit this out.
I got those heatless curlers that you see, and then in the Instagram and they do their heatless curlers and then they take them out and they do a flip and their hair is like stunning and it's like, look, I just do this on the plane and then I take them out, my hair looks fabulous. I took it out and it looked like Medusa. I looked awful. I don't have the hair for it. It was
Your hair is
stringy.
thin and short. That's for thick, long hair.
But what am I supposed to do with my hair? What am I supposed to
Not
do then?
that. Do this. Just do a long bob. You
I
and I have
have
the
a long
same.
bob,
You and I have the same hair. You just have to wear it short and straight like this.
but it's so boring. Like I want to have like fun hair.
Okay. Thanks for calling me boring.
I mean, don't you? Don't you
Yeah, I
sometimes want to
totally
have
want to
like
have fun
fun
hair.
hair?
It doesn't work. We don't have fun hair unless we get extensions. Speaking of, I want to digress before we get into the brief. Extensions feel like people who are like starting to get work done, They're like slowly dabbling in like getting
It's
things
like
done.
the gateway drug, the
It's a gateway
gateway
drug.
work.
I have incredible news for everybody here, and this could change the way our listeners not listen, but view this podcast for those who do view it. You're not going to believe what's happened to me.
What?
I have a deviated septum.
No.
So that means
You get a nose
nose
job,
job.
girl. Oh, look, it's early 2000s. It's the early aughts, and
Ooh, it's
Amanda's
like,
got a
ooh,
deviated
deviated
septum.
septum. Ooh, school is out in May. I'm going home to work part-time with my parents in the summer before I come back for Rush in the fall because I have a deviated
Deviated
septum.
septum.
Like I have a big
Ooh,
time
lucky
DV.
you.
I know, I
Lucky
know, I know.
you.
I have so many options. So would love if people wanted to write it and tell me whose celebrity nose I should emulate. I'm really thinking Blake Lively or Lindsay Lohan, but I'm open to suggestions. But when the doctor told me, "Has anybody ever told you that you have a deviated septum?" I'm like, "You're literally making a Christmas miracle come true for me right now."
What is the deviate? It's just like a little
It's
crooked on the
deviated.
inside.
The septum has deviated, yes.
How
It's
did they
cr-
know? They just looked up
it's
there.
oh my God, he showed it to me. Like he literally he looked up at me, he goes, "Has anybody ever told you you have a deviated septum?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh my gosh." And so he put the like magnifying glass and then a mirror up so that I could see it. He was like, "Can you see all the way back?" I was like, "No, but I don't know where I'm looking at." He's like, "Let me show you the left side." And so he showed me the left side straight shot all the way through, like throwing hot dog down a hallway, And then this one is like, "Meow, meow." It's wild.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
I have a deviated septum.
You get to pick your nose.
I get to pick my nose.
And then, but like pick it, like choose your nose, not pick
Not
it
in
like
the, yeah, I don't think I can
picking.
pick it for a little bit afterwards. In fact, I was having dinner with my parents last night, your in-laws,
In-laws.
and I told my parents, and I said, my mom said, "How are you going to fix it?" And I said, "Well, there's two options. I can do like the little day operation there at the ENT. They fix it. You know, the recovery is pretty quick. It's not that painful. Or I can do the reputable early 2000s way of doing it and get a nose job." And she goes, "Why would you get a nose job?" And I looked right at her and said, "Because I've seen my future."
You have
Which
a cute nose.
my dad was
You have a
laughing. I
cute
don't.
nose.
No, everybody's gonna be looking at the nose saying, "No, it's fine." It's gotten so much bigger, but noses keep growing.
Cute, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And noses and ears always keep growing.
Yeah.
And so it's grown a lot more than I would like. At the young age that I am, it definitely looks like an older woman's nose.
You know what? This is the
So,
perfect time to find out you have a deviated septum, because if you would have found out in your 20s, your nose would continue to grow. But
right.
now you
I'm
get to
more
like
than halfway
cut it
there.
off,
Yeah.
literally,
To
and then
spite
your nose
myself.
grows
Cut my
in.
nose off to spite myself.
But
And
in a good way,
mhm.
to spite yourself for joy, you
Basically,
know?
I'm just looking for nose recommendations. So if anybody wants to like look at my face type, here I'm going to turn both sides.
Okay. I think you should do like Blake
This,
Lively did, where it's
this.
like you still have like your nose, but it's just shaved a little, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The septum's opened up a little bit.
Yeah, I need to be a little bit thinner and shaved, but I need that septum to be
Are you worried though? Are you worried? As someone who doesn't get work done, are you like a little worried that you're gonna
have a botched nose job.
not a botched nose job, but you're gonna have a different nose?
Like, am I going to be unrecognizable?
No, like you're. I mean, yeah, a little. Like, are you gonna be like, no one knows me without my nose, or like
Well, I
you
don't
won't
think I'm
recognize yourself?
known. I don't think I'm nose for my nose. That didn't work.
No,
I
I
don't think
know,
I'm
but you know,
known for
like
my
you
nose.
haven't had work done, so then it like this is. Are you
This is
nervous
a
at
big
all?
deal. It is a big deal. I have not had work done at this ripe old age of the age I am, and this would be. I don't know if this is the. I don't even have extensions, you know. So that's like this is. I'm not even doing a gateway. I'm going in hot to get work
You're
done.
heading it. You're like going face first, nose first.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing nose 1st. Yeah,
Nose
nose
dive
dive
into the
There it is.
surgery.
Nose dive. Anyways, I just wanted to
for
share that with
you.
everybody. I thought it was
I'll be
exciting.
thinking of you with
I
your deviated
knew.
septum.
I knew since the last time I talked to you, but I was like, I'm going to save it for the podcast because I knew that
It's
you would
huge news.
understand that a deviated septum, of course, meant early 2000s nose job. Everybody in college was going home for the summer because they had a deviated septum and they needed to get it fixed. And then they would
Yeah.
come back for like sorority rush and be like, dang,
Yeah,
I did not know that's what a deviated septum was. Could have thought it
I
was another
know.
part of the body. Who knew?
I gotta get my nose checked. What do you see in there? Do I have a deviated?
Hang on now. Gotta edit this out. Hang on. All of this is going to be cut. Okay.
Does
Let
it
me
look
see.
deviated in there?
I don't know. Well, I think we can go like this.
Trying
Huh?
to see.
Huh?
I think I do too.
Look at that. See, it's going to really throw off my American dad face vibe. I don't know that you can tell without a magnifying glass if we have deviated septums, but I bet if people paused and zoomed in.
Because does it matter, like, sorry, I'm close to the mic. Does it matter, like, if your nose is straight here or crooked?
See,
Is that
my
like,
nose is
see, like,
pretty
is that,
straight. The septum's inside. This is that would be
I feel,
deviated cartilage.
I feel like my septum's here and it's deviated.
You gotta
Don't
get it
you?
looked at.
I gotta get it
Get
looked
in there.
Gotta get it looked at. Does insurance cover deviated septum surgery?
They cover deviated septum surgery. I do not believe that finding the best plastic surgeon in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to give me a Lohan Lively nose is covered by insurance. So I don't know if it's like partial, like we'll pay for this part of it, but not, or you're paying out of pocket for the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know what they say about that, because if
I will.
insurance is covering deviated septum, I am going to ask. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say, like,
but
look up here.
deviated septum nose job or just deviated septum? They're of course covering a
Girl,
deviated
you know
septum.
what I'm talking about. Girl,
Early 2000s.
girl,
We're
you know
talking
what I'm
about
talking about.
I'm
When I
going
say
home.
do they cover deviated septum, you know what I'm talking about. You know.
How many celebrities do you think have deviated septums?
How many like deviated
Deviated
septums, quote
septums.
unquote? 100% of them. Once they get their
100%.
first movie deal, every celebrity shaving their nose.
Yeah, they're like,
I
oh,
think I think you're harder
shoot.
pressed to find a celebrity that has their original nose.
That's fair. That's fair. See, I don't want people to look at me and be like, that's an original nose. Like, I want people to be like, she got ahead of that before it got out of hand.
I want people, unless I have a deviated septum, and then of course I have to medically take care of it, just for my medical reasons. Otherwise, I'll just be like an old diner, and people will be like, "Look at that classic original nose."
Oh, okay.
Like she's like an original pancake house, but an original nose face. Unless I have a deviated septum, in which case I take all of this back because I have to surgically.
Get this fixed.
I have to if I have a deviated septum.
We should get matching noses because then it would be our faces would be a little bit closer because
Then we'd be
looking at how
sisters.
we're sitting the same distance from a microphone and how much bigger my face is than yours. So it'd
We're
be
not
nice
sitting
if
the
I
same
could.
distance because remember, I have to sit 10 feet away.
You're not 10 feet away from that microphone. Everybody knows
I'm-
that.
I'm. How many arms are you away? Oh, you're that
Arms?
far away?
I am fingertips to forearm to like elbow.
Fingertips to elbow? Mm-hmm. I'm like fingertips to armpit.
Oh, you are much further away.
Yeah, that's why my face is that much smaller. See? Look, now we're the same.
Okay. Well,
Anyways, that's the first 15 minutes of the podcast. Deviated septums. Let's talk about buffalo.
you want to talk about Buffalo?
Yeah.
I am going to improvise a brief.
Great.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my Buffalo bills? I was going to try and sing the song.
That's good. That's good.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my Buffalo bills? That's all I got. All right. I can't do this one.
What?
I can't do this one the way that
What
you can do this
happened?
because this is your team and your city, and I'm gonna botch everything about it. And this is
Why?
your
No, you're
this is-
not.
This is your
I
team.
need to hear your perspective. As someone watching this who's not from Buffalo originally, I need to hear your perspective.
I'm
In
deferring.
fact, as
I'm
someone
deferring
from
this
the
brief to
team
you.
that
I'm
beat
deferring.
Buffalo Bills 4 times. No, the Cowboys beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl. I need to hear you. I need to hear your brief on it. I need to
I don't
hear
have
it.
one. That's it. I don't have one. So if we want a brief for this episode, you have to do it. Once a year, you get to defer a brief to somebody else, and this is my time to defer a brief to you.
Okay. Looks like I won the coin toss.
Yep.
Amanda thinks she can't brief this because she's not from Buffalo. But I would argue, as an aside in my brief, that Buffalo, New York, and the state of Texas are similar in many ways. Extreme weather, although opposite, is a point of pride for both the state and the city. Pillows with the name on it and logo and state outline or city area code, popular in both areas. A deep sense of pride for where you are from is something that Buffalo, New York, and the entire state of Texas have in common. And because of this, I find this Hallmark movie, Holiday Touchdown, a Bill's love story, an incredibly relatable film for both of these Austin sisters-in-law. With love in the air, snowflakes falling gently through the sky, the love of the city, the love of a team, the Buffa love is contagious and celebratory for the season. We've watched Morgan and Gabe, childhood besties, finally realize that they are meant to be, as they also connect Morgan's Uncle Tommy with his childhood sweetheart, who's been sending him ornaments every single day for his entire life. And while, of course, there are references that only a Western New Yorker would understand and appreciate, we can all appreciate that 'tis the season for love.
See, that was great. There's no way I could have done that. I didn't even know half those references and those things that you said.
What do you
Western
mean?
New York? What? Buffalo's in Western New York?
What? Okay.
I watched 2 shows this week that had buffalo in them.
Which two?
I
This one?
watched Sirens. Did you watch
Oh,
that?
yeah. Oh, yeah. And she's
Yeah,
from
she's from
Buffalo
Buffalo.
originally.
And they say
Yeah.
just say you're from upstate New York. It's easier than saying
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say the Buffalo Bills swag that I ordered just is a t-shirt. It's kind of like a vintage, like faded shirt, and it just
Cute.
says Buffalo on it. That way, I'm not necessarily going to get in trouble for having a shirt that says like Go Bills on it, like really big and obnoxious. It could just be that I like the city Buffalo and or the animals.
Although, do people hate Bills fans?
No, I
Like,
kind of like the
really?
Bills. I think that
I
they're
think,
probably
like,
I think they're my backup team.
yeah, like I think like if you wore a Go Bills shirt, the only thing that would happen is anyone who has a Buffalo connection would be like, "Go Bills!" Like when they see you. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone in Dallas would be like, "Boo, Bills! Oh, Bills suck." They'd just be like, "Oh, I appreciate that you have the confidence to wear a Buffalo Bills shirt." You
Yeah.
know? Like if you saw someone with a Cleveland Browns shirt, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, the Cleveland Browns," because it's like
No.
they suck, Like
Or
it's like,
even
oh,
the, or
like
even the Steelers. I don't know. I feel like the Steelers might be a little bit more controversial, but like I think here in Dallas, obviously the former Washington Redskins, but now the Commanders. Um, that's
you
that's
can't
a
wear
thing.
that.
You can't wear that,
Yeah.
Philly, the Eagles, right? Like
Yes.
there's a couple of things where it's like, let's be careful. Let's be careful what we're wearing out in public, particularly in football season.
Yeah.
But then you're just one of those wild cards. So it's like, when you're in, like, when I'm up and have been in the past in Boston a lot and like strolling through the Boston airport and like everybody's got on, the Red Sox hats and it's,
Patriots.
yeah,
Oh,
or yeah, or like the New England Patriots. But I'm like, a lot of times during like baseball season, and then you see somebody strolling through with like, whether it's the Texas Rangers or
Yankees.
anything else, or the Yankees big time, like somebody is like, ooh, so you wouldn't want to really, I think you could wear the Bills shirt, you're right, around here and it'd be
Yeah.
fine. I mean, there is
Yeah.
some Super Bowl history, but like what's in the past,
It's like 30 years ago,
Yeah.
you know?
Do you,
It's
were
kind of
you,
like
do you remember
I
that
don't feel
game?
like the 4 Super Bowls. Yeah.
Mhm. You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Really?
kind of
Because you're
like
so much
it's
younger.
yeah, I was like 4 years old and I still remember because
Your first
I just
memory is the
it's
Bills in the Super
literally
Bowl. It's not like
it's
special
literally
time with
like
your grandparents. It's like, no, it was literally being at the Super Bowl,
it's
watching the Super Bowl.
truly like watching grown-ups in your life be so excited about something and then so disappointed.
Mhm.
And you're like, wow, this is important. This is like a shaping moment,
Mhm.
Like, dang,
Speaking
this is
of
crushing.
adults putting a lot of importance on football, Morgan and Gabe and their families are big time Bills fans. So we got to get into
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
I would like to call out first that we are aware that there was a Hallmark movie last year in 2024 called Holiday Touchdown, a Kansas City Chiefs love story, right? So this like
Right.
same idea happened last year with the Kansas City Chiefs. We have not watched it because we're trying to watch Christmas shows all this month from 2025. I'll probably secretly go watch it and just see how much of this
It's
is
the same exact
it's
story.
the same story, or is this like a Taylor and a Travis story? Like, what is it? So
That'd be interesting if it
yeah.
was Taylor Travis. I do feel like this story is they try and really cram in some Buffalo isms, but I don't think that the Buffalo isms are like super critical to the story, right? Like, oh, they go to the 5 and 10. That's like a famous 5 and 10 in Buffalo or in Aurora.
Okay.
Okay, but that could really be any Christmas store that they're looking for an ornament. Or like, oh, they have Wegmans creamer next to the coffee pot. They're just kind of like subbing things in, And they're like referencing beef on weck, but like that's not central to the plot. They have like the Bill's Mafia scene in the basement where she's like a mafia godfather, but it's not like them actually falling into the table. They're doing Bill's Mafia things. Like it's a pretty wholesome tailgate, not like the mayhem and craziness that I remember.
Can you tell me a little bit about Bill's Mafia for those of the listeners and myself who don't completely understand if there's anything beyond that besides just like Bill's Mafia is just the fans?
Yeah, I think Bill's Mafia is the fans, but they're like the super fans of the Bills. And maybe I'm wrong on this. I'm not a member of the Bills Mafia. I just like the
Oh,
Buffalo Bills. I appreciate I wouldn't consider myself a Bills Mafia. I don't even really
you're not even
I
wearing a
love
Bills
Buffalo
shirt.
Bills. I'm not even. I love the Buffalo Bills because I love the city of Buffalo.
Okay.
Like I have
Because you
like
were
pride for the city of
because you
Buffalo.
lived close to Buffalo growing up. People should know this. You are from outside
I was
of
born in
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
You were
Yeah.
born in Buffalo.
I
And
was born in
then
Buffalo. My parents are both from Buffalo. Family is from Buffalo, like grandparents from Buffalo, right? Like all the
all the
Buffalonians.
Buffaloes.
Yeah, we're a herd of buffaloes. So that's why I like the Bills because it's just like that's the team, and I think that they're a good team to root for.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia are people that are like, we love the Buffalo Bills. We go tailgate. We eat a bunch of wings. We take our shirts off when it's negative 13 degrees. We jump off of like vans onto folding tables.
Because that's the thing. The Bills are known for the jumping on the tables, right?
Yeah,
That is
they're just like
specific to the Bills.
crazy fans. And I've only been to one Bills game in my life. I think it was in 8th grade. And it was at this stadium. But it was Ralph Wilson Stadium, I think. Anyways, it was at this stadium that is now that this whole movie's about. Like it's the
Right.
last season in this stadium. And it was so interesting to be an 8th grader and just watch people so wasted, and they were like, it's so cold, right? We're like freezing,
Yeah.
and people are just running shirtless, like running around the top of the suites, like on the roof, and there's so much snow, and it's nuts, right? And like it snows so much, and then Bills Mafia, like people who are really big Bills fans, go and shovel the seats off so that they
Yeah, I
can go
know.
to the
You
game.
get paid what, like $20 and you get fed, like $20 an hour and you get fed to do this.
Is
Like,
it $20 an hour, or is it an opportunity? Do you get paid to do it?
I think
Or
you get
do
paid
pay
now because
people
I've
to
seen
do it?
postings about it. Yeah. Because, for some reason, in like one of the snowiest cities in the United States, they build a football stadium that doesn't have a roof on it.
Well, because it's older. It's an older stadium.
But was there still not snow back then? Is snow new to Buffalo? No.
No, but you play in the snow. Like we had our Turkey Bowl game and it snowed. There were like 4 or 5 inches of snow, and we played in the snow.
It's
Played
wild
our
to me.
football game.
Yeah. Is there gonna be any non-snow days until like March there? Or is it just gonna just be
Maybe.
snow?
I think it'll probably be snow. It's
Okay.
19 degrees today,
Okay.
but it might
Can't wait.
not. We
Can't
don't know.
wait. Can't
We're in the
wait to
snow
beat it.
belt.
You
We're
are in
in
the
the
snow
snow
belt.
belt.
You are in the snow belt. All right, let's talk a little bit about Morgan and Gabe. So Morgan and Gabe grew up with each other. They were best childhood friends. Their parents are best friends. The kids are best friends. They just have a very rich history of being best friends and always watching the Buffalo Bills together, whether it's at the game because they always go to at least one game because they get their holiday photo taken there, or it's just watching it on a Sunday, like at home. So this is a big part of who they are, Morgan and Gabe. And now they are grown adults. They've gone off, done their different things as far as college and whatnot. Morgan is back. She is a physician at a hospital. And Gabe is the like vice president of development. He is basically one of the people in charge of building the new Bills Stadium, which is going to be, this is the last year, right? For sure, like 2025. So next year, that's why it came out, because it all had to do with this storyline that the Bills are going to have a new stadium next year. Did I get it right? That's
Beautiful.
like, that's
That's
kind
it.
of like,
Yeah.
these are the main players, right?
Those are the main players. And then Uncle Tommy is Morgan's uncle who basically takes care of the family. He's the oldest brother. And
He moved
when
in and helped raise his 2 nieces with his sister.
Yeah, when Morgan's dad died. And when he was a kid, when Tommy was a kid, Uncle Tommy, when he had younger kids, he went away to Vietnam.
Mhm.
And then while he was gone, he had been like the main breadwinner because his dad had also died or
Mhm.
left or something. Anyways, someone started like anonymously sending money and presents and everything to take
Mhm.
care of his family while he was gone. And it
And
continued when he
by his
came
family,
back.
you mean his younger
His
brothers and sisters.
mom,
Yeah, he has never
yes.
married, never had kids.
Right. So this whole story, Morgan's like, we got to find out who's sending him ornaments. Like for 50 years, someone is sending
Every year.
him an ornament, and so
Mhm.
that's really special. So really, Morgan and Gabe are working to solve this story for her Uncle Tommy. And while
Mhm.
they are doing this and they are falling in love, they discover that Uncle Tommy's best friend from his childhood has been sending him the ornaments, and
Mhm.
she also loves Uncle
She
Tommy.
does. Her name's
So,
Mia. She's lovely. And she doesn't
mhm.
live there anymore, but she's back in town. And so they figure this out like kind of towards the end. Um,
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about the dynamic between Morgan and Gabe.
Okay. Yeah.
Pause real quick. Is your heater back on?
Oh, yeah. Let me turn it off.
Yeah. Can you
Oh,
stand it? That's the noise.
There it
That,
is.
that was the noise. Are you gonna be able to stand it?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm wearing
Okay.
a sweater.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to talk about the dynamic. Take it
Of
again.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the dynamic of Morgan and Gabe. Would love to hear your thoughts. I want to say somebody left a review, Mr. Biggs or something, I don't know, left a review saying, please bring back Dr. Witt. And Dr. Witt and I watched this movie together. I was keeping her dog over Thanksgiving, and so she came to pick up the dog. And I said, I got to watch the show. And so something that you all should know about my friend Dr. Witt is that she does not watch shows all the way through, and she listens to this podcast half of the time having not watched the show, and she's okay with spoilers, all of that. She watched this
Which same.
entire yeah, y'all would get along. You do get along. She watched this entire movie without picking up her phone all the way through.
She's also from Western New York.
She's all yeah, y'all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm in on this one because I'll watch it because it's the Bills. So
Mhm.
yeah. So I have I
And
have her input as well.
what's her input?
She thinks that, and I agree with this, the casting was a little bit stronger on the Morgan side than the Gabe. Like it
Oh,
was hard to get,
really?
well, let me say this. I'd look at Gabe any day of the week and twice on
Yeah,
Sunday.
I'm a little surprised.
No, he is very much my vibe. He is a nice tall drink of water. Um, I think it was hard for us to I mean, we knew he felt how he felt about Morgan because they told us how he felt about Morgan.
Every
I
scene.
Every scene. I really wanted
Yeah.
to see him like it felt a little forced until he
Hmm.
finally professes his love to her. And then that scene was like, "Oh, okay, now there it is, dude. Let's get it."
Yeah.
Also, it sounded like he was from Boston.
Baston.
There was a couple of monologues he had that sounded like he was from Boston.
He didn't get the right this accent is more the Western New York accent.
Yeah.
It's more like a little nasally, a little more Midwesterny,
Yeah.
and not a lot of
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
Boston.
Boston. Harvard.
hmm
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, because I think that he's very handsome
Oh my gosh.
and
Yeah.
like seems like a really nice guy, but you're
Oh yeah, and
absolutely
very
right.
well accomplished. Just like
Yeah.
the whole package.
But it was always people being like, everyone can tell you love her, and it's like, how? How?
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
what
what I
Heath
wanted to see.
Ledger in 10 Things I Hate About You. Iconic role, right? But the
Yes.
way that he just like smirks and smiles and flirts with his eyes,
hmm
that's what Gabe wasn't doing. There was
Yeah.
no eye flirting and smirking. It was all
He might
very
have had
just
some
like
work done.
playing scared or playing too reserved for like this
Yeah.
is your best friend who you're in love with. That should be a little more like playful, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you're in love with her playful, not in love with her scared. You
Yeah,
know?
because if y'all know each other that well, I wanted to see some more like familiarity to it.
Yeah, like
I
more like
wonder if he's had
jabs.
some work done though. Like I wonder if maybe he's had a little Botox up here. Maybe
Mm.
he's got a deviated septum and that has filtered into the way you know?
We don't know how deviated septums work. It could be that he's had his whole face for
He
the
could've.
deviated septum, maybe pulled
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's just like it felt like he was holding back showing us. It's more of like I wanted to see a show, don't tell. Because the lines of dialogue told us in like every scene. So it wasn't until they
Literally
professed
every
it.
scene he was in,
Yeah.
every single scene.
Yes. Yes.
Someone else would say, "You love her." It's like,
Yeah. Even what's the I'm now it's leaving my brain. The Bills coach. What's his name? Crap. I know this. I do know this. Are you gonna have to Google it? You're gonna Google it. I'm gonna try and
no.
get it before. Hang on.
Okay. Sean McDermott.
Oh, that's not what I remember his name being then.
Are you thinking Jim Kelly at the very
Yes.
end? He's
Yeah,
not
well-
a coach. He was the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I know he's not a coach, but he also like when he popped up, Whitney was like, "Oh, dang." I thought that the Bills coach name was something different, so I wouldn't have gotten that. But you know what I like
Okay.
about the Bills coach?
Hmm.
He hires an improv coach to come in and help their team with some team building because
Does he really?
Mhm, every year. So just saying that to all the other NFL coaches out there, if you'd like a improv coach, that's what I do.
Oh, well.
Anyways,
Hire Amanda Austin. You should go to the Buffalo. You should work with that improv coach
or I should just try and do it down here where it's a little bit easier to get
in
in.
Dallas. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. I do feel like the Bills players who were acting, like the modern day Bills players who were in that scene in the hospital with the children, I feel like they did a good job.
They did a
and
great
were
job.
having fun with it. And I texted you this. I was so glad that there's a movie where some Bills football players get a part because I feel like we've been scared of that since O.J. Simpson.
That's
you know?
entirely fair. Yes, you did text me that. You also texted that you did not like the casting of Santa.
I hated the casting of Santa. I hated the Santa. I
Yeah.
hated it. I mean, I think he's a fine actor, but I was like, this is who you think Buffalo's Santa is?
A
This
taller,
like tall,
like
skinny
yeah.
guy?
He's on
No.
Santa's on a GLP-1.
Yeah. Santa's on Ozempic in this film.
For
and it's
sure. I
like,
mean,
okay,
yeah.
good for you, but like
let's
we
beef
loved
it
you
up.
before.
We need you to
and
beef
you
it
were
up.
Fine. You're like
Yeah.
10,000 years old. You're clearly healthy as an ox.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to lose the weight, Santa. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. Yeah, I didn't like. I did, and he kept popping up. And so I was like,
Yeah.
is he the one who sent the ornament? Like, what's going on? Why is this guy so important? And he's not. He's just like there to be Santa.
Yeah, and then Dr. Witt did call that the what was her name? Jen? Christina? I can't remember. Jan or whatever, the lady who ran the shop, the Five and Dime, that she was
Who's his
Mrs. Claus.
wife?
Mhm,
Yeah, she's Mrs. Claus.
And Witt called that. I wasn't thinking about
Oh,
that.
she called that in the beginning,
Well, she called
like
it.
when she first met that woman, Carol?
No, I think when we saw it, like,
Kathy.
was it Kathy?
Kathy. I think it was Kathy.
Maybe Carol would make sense as a Christmas Carol.
Carol's a good name for Mrs. Claus. We don't really know Mrs. Claus's first name. Also, quick aside, have you seen the merch that says Santa is a woman?
No,
Have you seen that around?
no.
God. I think that needs to be the banner for this holiday season because it is the 5th of December and I'm already like, I am Santa. I'm Santa. I'm Santa.
Real quick,
I am.
your kids. Quick question. They just had their picture taken with Santa, as I have seen on the shared family drive. How many of those kids still believe in Santa? Is it just Martha Jean, the oldest?
No, she knows that's not Santa. Sorry if anyone's listening. They knew that wasn't well, Robbie said that was the real Santa.
Oh, he did?
And he could tell, and I said, how? And he said, because his beard and he looks like Santa. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't even talk about Santa. But I
Okay.
will say MJ knows. So first of all, MJ knows she's 8. And she also knows some other things. Like, for example, I told her I didn't want to get an elf on the shelf. And then she got an ornament that's a foot tall elf ornament.
Yeah.
And then she said, this ornament has magic. And then she, this morning, pulled me aside because she said, the elf isn't moving very well. And he's supposed to move every night. And I said, well, I didn't want an elf. And she said, well, we have an elf and he needs to move better. and she provided me that feedback. And then that's what really got me just thinking, Santa is a woman, and her name is Maggie Wreath Austin.
That's fair.
Maggie Christmas Wreath Austin
Mm-hmm.
is Santa.
Yes.
For those listening, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Santa.
Maggie is Santa. Maggie,
Give me
Wreath.
some cookies.
Maggie Christmas
Give
Wreath
me
Austin.
some cookies. That's
Yeah.
me. Anyways, that was a quick aside. Can you believe I got feedback on the elf? Like what?
Yeah, I've met your daughter. Of course you got feedback.
Yeah.
Did Arthur believe that Santa was real?
I don't know. I do have to say though, so your dad does a really great Santa, and that's
he
been
has
our
played-
Santa for the last couple of years.
And Arthur
all
knew.
Three of, all three of the Austin kids have pulled me aside and told me that's Banjo.
Are you serious?
They're all, which I think plays into why like Robbie was like a little hesitant, because I think he was like, "Why is my grandpa wearing?"
That's so funny because one time he was playing Santa here at my house and then he like ran out the front door and Arthur went up to the front door and then turned back around and he goes, I don't know. I feel like that was Banjo. And he was only like 4 or 5. Like he kind of knew. So
Yeah. They know your dad. They know their grandpa well enough, I think.
they've
Like,
sit
they
they've
know
sat in
him.
they've sat in his lap and just talked to him as Banjo. So
As his grandchildren. So I think they're like, why is Banjo trying to pretend he's Santa? why is Banjo?
we'll give him this one. We'll give him this one though. We'll throw him a bone.
Okay, Santa.
Okay,
Like, why
Banjo.
is he? Does Banjo think he's Santa?
Well, but Banjo doesn't dress up for Halloween, so at least he's, really getting into the spirit for Christmas.
Yeah. They know that, but I think that also might be why Robbie thought this was the real Santa, because they were like, this is not my grandpa.
That's fair.
This
That's
is
fair.
someone else's grandpa.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyways,
Back
Santa's
to the
a
show.
woman.
Back to the show.
Yeah, I think this was a good Hallmark movie, which I think is just important to note, because these sort of cheesy Christmas rom-coms,
Mm-hmm.
they're all going to leave a little something to be desired,
Yeah.
Like it's always going to be a little forced. Like I agree that Gabe didn't seem super lovey-dovey with Morgan, but isn't that kind of how these relationships always are? It's like
Yeah, there's always one
very
that's more.
stilted.
Yeah, one's way more lovey-dovey than the other. Well, I just think Morgan's acting was a little bit different than Gabe's. So I thought they were both really cute. I want to call out something about Morgan's wardrobe, and that is this. I have never coveted a coat collection more than I have Morgan's coats. Like I have found myself Googling royal blue wool coats with large collars and matching royal blue leather lined glove. Like I have the monochromatic of it all was wonderful, but literally I would gasp every time, be like, oh, another coat, because I do love a good coat. I love a winter coat. For someone who
And
does
she
not,
needs them.
for someone who does not live in Buffalo, I have a lot of coats, and I only bought one this year so far, and I'm like, don't buy any more. And it's like a fake fur looking thing. It's like fun for like holiday parties. It's like real soft and like satin line, So it's like it's not an everyday coat, but man, am I on the hunt for one more coat. So inspired by Morgan.
I will say too, though, they're like out and it's super, super cold, and they're wearing like fine coats, but those aren't the coats that you see people wearing when
I was
it's
gonna ask you about
really,
that.
really cold.
Like,
know?
because I ordered my new snow boots mainly so that I'd have some when I come to see you. And I've got to get a new coat because I need a winter coat that is like a down heavy coat that literally goes to my ankles. That's what I need.
Yeah, unless you wear, I'll send you the link, because I got some snow pants that are really thin that could be good. And then you don't need one that goes all the way down to your ankles. Then you'd be
Okay.
fine.
Okay, send me the link because if we're gonna go skiing, I'm gonna need those.
Yeah. But people wear like thicker coats with like the big hoods, and they just weren't wearing them. They had like their jackets open, and I was like, oh my gosh, your neck must be freezing.
Yeah, and no hats really.
Yeah, and that's where you lose most of your body heat. You need your
Yeah.
hats, you need your gloves,
Yeah.
and then he takes his jacket off. to give to
That
her
was
at one
the
point,
most
and I was
unbelievable
like,
scene. That was the most unbelievable scene is when he took off that like Carhartt jacket to give her
Yeah.
in Buffalo, New York.
In the middle of when she's like, it's 10 degrees or something. I was like, no, sir, go inside.
Yeah, go get some hot
Stay
cocoa.
under that
Snuggle up.
space heater, but go to the
Snuggle up.
car.
Snuggle up.
Like, what are we doing here? Everyone's
Yeah.
gonna get frostbite.
And then when they were playing, then in the final scene, when he got them into the Bills Stadium to go take their picture and to play a little football,
Yeah.
they were not dressed for a Buffalo Bills football game.
Yeah. Although I will say this, today it's 19 degrees with some wind, and this is the first day that I felt cold when I went outside. And there's been snow for over a week. So it's been freezing, but this was the first day that I was like, "Ooh, I'm cold." Because some days it'll be like, "Oh, it's 30 degrees." But the sun's out, there's not a bunch of wind, and so you can kind of go out, like I'll go
Right.
out in just like my sweater and like a couple layers, you know?
Yeah.
If I'm just running to the car. But this is like I'm playing football. I should probably be layered up. Maybe they have a lot of Under Armour on,
They might.
you
They
know?
might.
Maybe like underneath their sweaters, they got some second skin.
Yeah, my dad did ask me last night, do you have any long handle underwear to take to Erie? And I said, well, no, Dad, I haven't pulled it out of my cedar chest with like a quill to write a letter about my long handle underwear. And he kept calling it long handle underwear. And he goes, I can go up in the attic right now and pull out some genuine long handle underwear. I said, all of that
Long
sounds like
johns?
yes, like long underwear, long johns. But he kept calling it long handle underwear, which I
That's
feel
cute.
like makes me think of something from the 1800s.
Yeah.
Very much in line with the nightgowns the matching nightgowns that we have.
Which we
so
need to. Mhm.
we have to bring those out for another holiday movie. So I don't have any long handle underwear. I'm curious what other people call it. They just call it long underwear?
Yeah, long underwear, long johns.
Yeah, long johns,
Kyle
long
has a
underwear.
bunch now, and he even has the kind
I
that's
bet.
like the waffled, you know?
That's the old school.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's got like the tech guard because he's like out working and,
Oh,
getting
and his
cold.
warehouse apparently is really cold right now.
Yeah. And then I have like one pair of matching navy blue arm and legs, and then I have one pair of legs. So,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I got, oh my God, though, these are so good. Fleece lined tights.
I
Like
have
stockings.
like tights to wear under a skirt or like
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I just saw those, an advertisement for those, and they looked really great. I have a pair of fleece-lined running pants, like from
Oh,
Luke's
that's so
Locker,
good.
because
Oh,
the
yeah.
Turkey Trot was a little bit colder last year, so I went and bought those. It's like a nice pair. I think like they're maybe Nike or Under Armour, like
Yeah.
fleece-lined running pants. Big
Mm-hmm.
fan. But I'm a coldy cat, so I'm sitting here in my house right now with the blanket on, and
Yeah.
I just made you turn your heater off, and it's 19 degrees outside. So
But my heater was only set to 64, so
okay,
it's fine.
okay.
I've been living in the cold.
You're used to it. How is my brother, your husband, doing with this first season of True Cold?
He's doing well, and also he bought himself a Buffalo Bills hoodie, and then lured out to go buy wings for the game last week.
Uh-huh.
And people said, "Go!" People, blah, blah, and then people kept being like, "Let's go Buffalo!" And he'd be like, "Go Bills!" And it was like everywhere he went, he felt really cool,
He did.
like really cool. Yeah, he was like, "Look at me, I'm really cool.
Okay.
This is so cool."
Well, he said we can never root against the Cowboys, so that's interesting that he is rooting for the Bills. I mean, I know they weren't playing each other, but
Yeah, they weren't playing. You can root for whoever you want.
that's fair.
You know.
That's fair. I think the Bills could probably be my backup team. I also like
sure.
the Chiefs. The Chiefs are fun. Why wouldn't you want to root for them? It's fun.
They just won so much, so you're kind of like, I'm done with them. You know.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. It's like, that's why the Bills are like not an offensive team to root for.
Yeah.
That's why they can go and do this Hallmark movie about the Bills, because it's like, aw.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen, the current quarterback, what a
What a
What a
tall drink of
sweetie.
water. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mackie, I have a depot for you. If you were
Ooh.
going to pick another team for the 2026 version of Holiday Touchdown, a insert football team name here, love story, who would you pick
yeah.
and why?
Okay, well, let's see. We've done Kansas City. We've done Buffalo. I think they should do the Seahawks.
The Seattle
Go out to Se-
Seahawks.
Uh-huh.
Go to
Got
Seattle?
Seattle. Mhm.
Okay.
A little like Sleepless in Seattle redo. And then
Ooh.
you've got Northeast, you've got Central, you've got up there. So you got kind of like three different zones.
Okay.
But then again, I feel like the whole point of the Christmas is that it's cold and snowy. which is Kansas City, Buffalo. So maybe they go Green Bay Packers, you know?
Oh, okay.
And then it's packaging Christmas presents, green, you know, it's very holiday. So I could
Okay.
see it going either way. If we're
Okay.
doing like location or if we're doing thematic.
Sure.
Where are you picking?
Well, I feel like I need to say Dallas.
The
And
Cowboys.
here's why. I think if it's the Cowboys, I think the storyline is that it's not that Christmassy here, like because it doesn't snow. I mean, it's beautiful here. The decor everywhere, is lovely. And then all of a sudden, there is on top of the love story a Christmas miracle, and it snows on Christmas Day, which hasn't happened in many, many, many years. I mean, I do remember that it snowed on Christmas Day before, but it's been many, many years. So I think that would be a cool twist. And then it would also be that the Cowboys win that day, right? Like
That'd be good.
dim boys become dim men, and we also get a nice little snow in, you know?
Dim wise men, and then they follow the star.
The Cowboy star. Yeah. That'd be great.
They,
Yeah, I
they,
mean,
they
'cause
have to
we have-
follow the star in the snow, and they have to navigate to get to the stadium.
Yeah, and then you also have lots of. Not only do you have some Cowboys that are going to be making a guest appearance, but we have America's Sweethearts here. So
Yeah.
and there's a couple of them that are just so famous from being. I mean, like they're on the show and they have millions of followers, and so I think we get a couple of the Cowboys cheerleaders on there as well. So
Do other football teams even have cheerleaders anymore, or is it just the Cowboys? Because I
No,
know the
other
Buffalo
ones have 'em.
Jills have been disbanded. There's
Yeah.
no more Buffalo Jills. Yeah.
yeah, there are
Who
some.
else has them? It's like just the
The
Dallas
Cowboys are the ones that
Cowboys,
we all
the
know
Cowboy
about. So,
cheerleaders. Yeah.
yeah.
They're so good. I love that documentary.
Oh my God. You mean the
Cannot
reality show?
wait. Yeah, I call it a documentary.
The reality show, America's Sweetheart?
It's more like a docu-series,
For sure.
I would say. I would say there's a docu-series versus a reality show.
That's fair. There's a lot more editing and like more like
More face-to-face
and
interviews,
telling a
clearer
story, really telling the story arc. Yeah.
It's not about the drama that's happening like amongst the girls as much as like a polished version retelling
Yeah.
of what's going on.
Interesting that you enjoy that so much as you're obsessed with reality TV. That you would be
Yeah,
okay with
I love
the docuseries.
I
know.
love all TV.
TV. It's
I
all
love it
great.
all.
It's all
I
great.
can't stop at all.
Yeah.
I really I could watch pretty much anything and be happy.
Okay. Speaking of watching anything, what are we watching next week, Maggie?
That's a great question, Amanda, and I'm gonna toss it right back to you because you're so good at saying it.
It is, I can't remember, but it is a Jingle Bell Heist.
Is that the #1 show on Netflix right now?
Yeah, it is. Jingle Bell Heist. Okay. Maggie, speaking of watching everything, what are we watching next week to keep with the spirit of Christmas movies that are streaming on television or
Well,
on
don't steal
streaming?
this one from me, Amanda, because it's Jingle Bell Heist.
Excellent. We are watching Jingle Bell Heist, which you can stream on Netflix. As of a couple of days ago, it was the #1 movie. So we're going to see what that's like, and we're going to be recapping Jingle Bell Heist for your viewing and tickling your ears.
Tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle. Mm-hmm.
You wanna
Thanks so
sign
much
us
for
off?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mm.
We forgot to clap, so we'll have to do yeah. Also, the claps sound pretty awful.
Yeah, why? I think it must be like, I don't know.
Yeah. Should we do an intro? Should we do some kind of quick clap here and then I'll sign us off?
Sure, I'll do a quick clap. Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Did that
That's
work?
good. I won't know. Let's do another intro, all right, Maggie? 1, 2, 3. Maggie knocks her entire microphone over.
I think that's how we get a clap.
That's how we get a clap. I think we should, yeah, we should do that. All right, I'm going to sign us off. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know what to say in that review, you could say, I buffa love this podcast. Tickles my ears. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle.
Tickle,
Tickle,
tickle.
tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
Oh
Tickle,
gosh.
tickle.
Oh, Santa Maggie.
Tickle, tickle.
Okay.
Bye.